Good morning, everybody. Look at that view. Standing over the Delaware River about halfway between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. This is volume 7 of Head for the Hills. It's going to be my second foray into Pennsylvania and heading kind of up there on that ridge. A little hard to see how high that is, but once we get a little bit closer, you'll get to see. Started over in Milford. Stopped here on the bridge for this nice view and lots of loud traffic. This is a nice run. It's flat for a little while, I think about 3/4 of a mile. Then we have 2/3 of a mile up, then it levels off again. This run is really more for the destination than the hill itself. I'm going to make a little stop once I get past the top of the hill and just showcase some of the cool stuff to see and do around here. So I'm heading this way. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. Here I am. I am standing at the corner of Singley Road and Bridgeton Hill Road. Bridgeton Hill is the road we're hitting today. And I just ran across the river through Upper Black Eddy. And like I said, this is a flat start. You kind of see behind me where I've come from. And you can kind of see off this way. It's still a little bit flat. And it's a little flat for a little bit while longer, another 1/4 of a mile. Back behind me there's a nice little general store. Nice place to stop if you're running along the canal path, or if you're coming back from a hilly run. So I'm going to start walking that way. A lot of traffic out in the morning here. My goodness, I thought a nice little quiet back road would be free of traffic, but everybody's got to get somewhere this morning. Anyway, all right. I'm just walking a little bit. Trying to think of something interesting to say here. And I have nothing. So here, okay, there we go. I'm gonna turn around here so you can kind of see. Got a nice better view there. Nice flat straightaway, and then we're gonna make a right turn and kind of head up that hill. So I'll go a little bit further and I'll see you in another few seconds. It was literally a few seconds for me. Just thought I would stop and get a nice little view of that canal. Towpath, like I said, I think I've said this before, the towpath on Pennsylvania side is really beautiful. I think I like sections of it better than I like the New Jersey side. Alright, kind of goes back off in that direction. It gets a little wilder that way. It starts to fizzle out a bit, but back down this way, from Milford on down, well, sorry, Upper Black Eddy on down, it's a really nice trip. Definitely worth treating yourself to after a nice hilly run like the one we're about to go on. And you can kind of see off in the distance there, still stays flat, and you can see that turn off to the right where things start to get hilly. So let's go take a little closer look. Okay, then a quick little stop. Just about at the end of my flat part. Behind me is where we came from. That's where we're heading. I always love that building right behind me there. It looks like there used to be more, but now there's less. I always imagine there must be some sort of strange story of compromise between the building owner and the road builder, but I don't know. Anyway, right there at half a barn, we turn up the hill and you can maybe kind of see how, let's see if we can see this car coming down that I can hear behind me. Yeah, it's a hill. I'll take another shot of it once we get closer. See, I was just right down there. Hardly gone anywhere. And it's already kind of a hill, you can see pretty well. And that's where we're going. Remember last time I talked about those deceptive hills? This is one of them. Alright, time for the fun. Oh boy, haven't gotten very far. And already you can barely can barely see where I was back there. It does level off a bit. It's not saying much, but you can see around that bend up there, it does keep going. So let's go hit it. Yeah, I said it leveled off. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, it's still pretty hilly. Whew, that's where I'm heading next. Wow, I'm sorry. That's a really bright sun shining on my pale forehead. Might want to turn your screen brightness down a bit. Anyway, so I got to do this funny thing where I kind of look. Got to block the glare between. I can't see. I see myself reflecting off the screen, and I see myself on the screen being captured by film. I can't tell what's what. But back there behind me, maybe you can see that road doing kind of a funky little weird turn and getting definitely a little bit steeper. It's because that's what it's doing. I'm just shy of a mile into my run, which means I'm just shy of about a quarter mile up the hill. Like I said, this is about 2/3 of a mile, so about what, 4/10 of a mile to go. So let's get this over with. Yikes, when you see one of those, and you see one of those arrows up there, you know you got something steep coming up. Oh boy. Quick pause for a safety tip. I haven't quite hit that turn yet, but hey, perfect example here. I'm gonna turn around, and you can see that is a pretty blind turn. That's a pretty narrow shoulder, and it's a pretty steep hill. All three of those things combined means if you do this hill, and you should, it's a lot of fun. When you get to about here, you can see that little warning sign painted on the road there. I would highly recommend crossing the street and running with traffic instead of against it, because if somebody comes whipping around that corner like that, they're not going to see you in time, and you're not going to have any room to move. Again, narrow shoulder, and really not much of a place for you to jump to get safe. So I've switched sides, gonna head around the bend. See you soon. Whew. I like this run. I get to do a lot of stopping. There, so we just were. Definitely see the turn from this side. We're almost to the top. Not all you can see, but off there in the distance, another yellow arrow sign. That's about the top for us. So definitely a lot less steep from here on out. So I'm just gonna finish this up. You know, I keep doing this. I keep saying, oh, it's not that much, not that steep, not that much further to go. But that is kind of steep. And look way off in the distance over the river. We've definitely climbed up quite a bit. If I didn't say initially, 360 feet over the course of 2/3 of a mile. It's a pretty good climb. And you can see that truck and that one just going down, 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 and hitting that corner and disappearing. It's pretty steep. Not quite at the top yet. There's my arrow. At least as I measured it on Google Maps. Got to go just a little bit further, but you can see it really does level off there. And that'll be the top of the hill. So I think more or less once I get to, oh, I don't know, a nice stopping point, I'll say something else and tell you where we're heading next. Okay, I went a little bit further than the top of the hill. Pretty much the leveling off is Chestnut Ridge, and it'll be on your left as you're heading uphill. I've just hit about 1.5 miles, so I thought I would stop here. It's a nice little landmark here. We got the Bridgeton Township Municipal Buildings. So if you wanted to just make this a nice 3-mile run, you could turn around here and head back the way we came. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going that way and to our next stop. So it's not that much further before I turn. So I'll go to the turn and see you again. Okay, back behind me, that's where it just came from. I'm at about 1.83 miles now, so what? Another 3/10 of a mile from where I saw you last. This is the turn. We're heading that way. Oh no, more hills, but where are we? We are at Ringing Rocks Road. I'm gonna assume if you live around here, you know about Ringing Rocks Park. But for those of you who might not know about it, this bizarre little boulder field, just in the middle of the forest here in Pennsylvania. And it's called Ringing Rocks because if you hit some of the rocks with a hammer, they do actually ring. They don't go clunk like you would expect a rock to. So we've got that. There's also a really beautiful waterfall in the park itself that's worth checking out. So I think from the turn there, it's maybe 2/10 of a mile to the parking lot here. Yeah, you could just drive up here and park, but hey, why not squeeze a hill training session in as well? It's really nice here in the shade. And you can see we've already got a nice selection of rocks there around behind me and on the sides, and that's just people's houses here. All right, I'm going to pick up the pace a bit, and I'll say hi again once I get to the park. And there we are, Ringing Rocks Park. Wow, nobody is here today. That's unfortunate. I was hoping there'd be at least one swarm of little kids banging on the rocks so you could hear them. I didn't bring my hammer. Figured probably not a good idea. I mean, I feel awkward enough walking or running along, carrying a phone and stopping to do what I'm doing right now. Get all sorts of strange looks, but boy, if I were running up the road with a hammer, I think I'd get a lot more looks. People might mistake me for Thor. Well, a skinny Thor. Bald, skinny Thor. Alright, a bald, skinny, much less attractive Thor. But hey, I'll take what I can get. So yeah, you get up here, just walk through the lot to the path and down the trail. And once you get here, it'll be pretty obvious where to go. So I'm going to pause this and just make my way down to the rock field. And there it is. I think this is just so cool. I mean, there's got to be a nice explanation for why all these rocks just happen to wind up here. Some sort of glacial movement, but just to have such a big yet small field, really. I mean, if you look at it from satellite view, it looks big here, but it's not that big, really. Just a bizarre little collection of rocks, and you kind of see, you know, oh boy, good thing I have my road ID on, so all the people who are here can help me if I fall and hurt myself. Kind of see some of these are much more worn than others, partly from where people have stepped, but also you can see which ones are the nice noisy ones. And like I said, I don't have a hammer. But imagine hitting one of these and getting sort of a, oh, not really ringing, but it's more like a bell tone, definitely, than a clack clack that you get from regular rocks. Now usually when I come here, I like to scramble across these like an idiot all the way down there, and to the end you'll find another little trail that leads then precariously down to more rocks, to the stream or creek. I forget what the name of it is here, and then you can get a nice view of the waterfall from down there. I'm not going to take that way today because I've already how did I get over here? Oh, already tried my luck enough here. I gotta run back, and there's nobody to help me, so I'm gonna make my way back to the path. Here we go. Whee! And whoa. Yeah. How many of you are watching just wondering, is he gonna fall? Is he gonna fall? Is he gonna fall? No, he's not. All right. Back to the path. And that's where we came from. That's where we're heading. I'm gonna head down and show you the waterfall. Oh, okay, just a quick stop to show you the path. It's not exactly a strolling path, and if you're not into trail running, you might want to rethink incorporating this part into your run. But if you are into trail running, it could be fun. I'm not going to recommend it, you know, for liability reasons. Okay, on to the falls. Here I am. That was anticlimactic. I was worried you wouldn't be able to hear me over the roar of the water cascading. But anyway, just that's the trail. So remember when I said I don't recommend? Yeah, right after I said that, the trail got really steep, really downhill, and really rocky, even more so. But we're here. We're at the stream where the falls are. Maybe I should have come here in the spring. I'm gonna slowly turn around on this boulder I'm precariously balancing on here, and there we go. That's the falls. Whew. A lot of mosquitoes out here. Oh wait, I do hear something. Scooch down here. There. Can you see it? No, you can't because there's a tree in the way. All right, hang on. I need to negotiate these rocks. Be back in a second. There it is. The mighty waterfall of Ringing Rocks Park. Like I said, come here the right time of year. It's just gushing over the top of that cliff right there. And it's quite a sight. And you know what? If you don't believe me, check out all these logs and everything. A lot of these may have just fallen along the side, but a lot of these have been kind of carried down and lodged in place. There's definitely some packed portions further on down the creek. Another good time to come here is in the winter, because that all freezes up and you got these huge, gorgeous, cascading icicles. All right, I am being eaten alive. So now I have to go back up that way, around that boulder, and on back out. So I think this is where I'm going to say goodbye. So I'm just about 2.3 miles in. So if you wanted to come here and check out the boulder field and the waterfall and then make your way back, you got almost a 5-mile run. Decent workout. Again, it's a good hill to climb up, Bridgeton Hill. Hope you come out and try it, and hope you enjoy it. And stay tuned for the next exciting edition of Head for the Hills, Volume 8. I wonder what it's going to be. Going to be a good one. All right, see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh yeah, and I finally remembered. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all that cool YouTube stuff. Spread the word. I know these are pretty low budget, but hopefully somebody will have fun watching them. Hopefully you do too. All right, that's it.